So let's have a look at our very last teacup, and this one I'm using my Floriography teacup, which is my new design of flowers, and I just love, 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 love. I can't tell you how much I love these flowers. They are just sensational. And this one, I couldn't help myself. I had to keep these. I'm terrible for keeping teacups. And I just love this because it reminds me of old vintage teacups. So let's have a look. Now I will use a different scenario. I'll use this one about, trying to think. Say let's has two companies and they're looking at merging together. So each company has ran very successfully on their own and they're deciding to pull all resources together and make one big company and really hit the world by storm. So it's not me, trust me. I'm not a big company. So I just thought it's a good scenario. Why not? 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look what's in the cup. Now with these flowers teacups, I've made it really simple for you so you don't have to actually recognise the flowers themselves. I've actually put a number with each of the symbols. So here I've got T on number 1, and number 1 is aloe, like aloe vera, A-L-O-E. There's also a little bit of T here on number 12, and number 12 is violet. T down here on number 6, and that is the rose. We've got T down here, number 13, and number 13 is Sweet William flowers. They're really beautiful. And I'll just tip out the drops. There's a bit of T on the butterfly, and the butterfly is not numbered because I just threw in a couple of butterflies and a bee here and there just for the sake of it, because we've got to have butterflies and bees in the garden, don't we? There's also a bit of T sitting here on number 19, and that's the bird of paradise. Beautiful, stunning flower. There's also a bit of T here on number 15, and number 15 is belladonna. And a lot of you witches out there would know all about belladonna. And that's all the T that's sitting there. So we are going to have a look at each flower and what it means. Then we're going to string it together for our two company clients question. So down here we've got, like I said, T on number 5, which is the pansy. So pansy is about thoughts, it's cheery. It's a lovely one about looking back on things. So it may be in this company where they have to stop and think about what have I done and brought to the table, what's the other company brought to the table, and that's not a bad thing. The important thing with pansy though is they need to be make sure that they don't miss a trick or any of the fine print. So thoughtless, not thoughtful, and also they need to be careful of like things like contracts and that, and just take more care on what they're looking at. Now, T on the violets, which is number 12. Violets are a beautiful symbol to you of loyalty and commitment, so forth. They're a peace sign. That's really good to see that two companies are merging together like that, because it would tell me both are more open and honest, and it would mean there's loyalty to each other. If each one is loyal, they'll bring together loyalty to the table for both of them. Number 6 is the rose, and rose is all about beauty and love and perfection and all those lovely things. The rose, though, would tell me they probably need to work a little bit harder on looking further down the track rather than, okay, we're going to merge together and we'll hit the world by storm. But they need to make sure that they're long-lasting and that they do have what it takes to really be a powerhouse as the two together. Both are passionate in what they have, but they do need to think about long-term and the future of what's coming for them. T on number 1 of the aloe vera, that's a lovely symbol of wisdom and healing and luck, some things that are good. It can be, though, where there may be some grief or some sorrow in its negative, but with so many positive things that are happening here around it, I would see this here and say they've both got a wealth of knowledge to bring to the table, and I think this will be a really positive merger between them. T on the butterfly. Butterfly is fickle, so it would mean, again, they need to think about things that is long-lasting, things that they can weather the storms through thick and thin, and literally learn to fly. T down here on Sweet William, and Sweet William is about skill set and brave and joy. Again, lots of flowers have joy, but Sweet Williams is more about your skills, so what you do have. So the two merging together, Company A may be really strong in certain areas and Company B may be strong in the other areas. So it's not a bad one of the merging the two together with the skills that they need. T here on 19, the bird of paradise. Beautiful symbol of respect. It's wealth and affluence too. Bird of paradise in its folklore was only the luxurious or the affluent ever had bird of paradise, either in their gardens or they would choose to pick and display them in their house. And it's because they were so difficult to grow, so it was only that the idle rich could afford them. So the bird of paradise would still mean great affluence and prosperity that they will have. Now the T on the belladonna at number 15. Belladonna doesn't have any positives to it. It does mean things where warnings and secrets and falsehoods and so on. So that, out of all of those, is the one that would scream the loudest, because there would tell me, double check your fine print. The one who comes to you as the company, rather than the two of them wouldn't come to see me as a client, one would probably come. Very rare to get two. But the belladonna coming up there, I would look at that straight away and say, be really cautious. Double check your paperwork, make sure everything is real, check their logs, have your accountant go through it, because I'd hate to see all this positive that's here go belly up from you neglecting something. So that's how we read our flower teacup, which is Floriography. And isn't she just a beauty? So I do hope you enjoy my fortune teller teacups, and I thought this would be a wonderful video for you and a great learning experience. All these products are available on my website, as I have been merging a lot of my property goods over to the website, but you still got the options of which you wish to go to the website or if you wish to go to Etsy. My website, however, is usually cheaper than Etsy because we are not incurring any fees by a third party. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you for watching.